Greetings, I am Pillar Nexus Ancient Gladiator today with more Board Game League report. Game we played today is called Parks. You'll have your two people in a single color. You'll have a little campfire piece that'll show the fire going on one side and the fire extinguished on the other. For crying out loud. Can you... Fire. Okay. There'll be a trail at the start of the game. You'll start at the left side and you'll be making your way to the end. Every turn you can move one of your pieces forward along the track. There will be a season card played at the start of each round, which will add resources to the track. In addition, there'll be resources and other things added or on the track pieces. Resources for the game include sunshine. Make an X, keep it simple. Trees. Water. And mountains. These resources are primarily used in getting park cards. There'll be an array of 3. There will always be 3 face-up park cards. To play them, when you get to the end of the track, one of your options is to visit the park by spending the appropriate resources. You can always spend resources on the 3 that are out, or there may be options to reserve parks, and you're the only one who can play them. Alternatively, when you get to the end of the track, you can take the first player marker, which is a kind of green triangle or metal triangle thing, and then reserve a park card. Another option is there are below the park cards an array of gear cards. That costs primarily sunlight to claim. Those give you advantages like discounts on parks and other things. Other things you can get along the trail include canteens. Canteen will be round and such. And there'll be an X on it, or a cross or something. It'll look kind of like that. Get it when you get a canteen, it goes in front of you, face up. Whenever you acquire water, you can on that turn put that water onto the canteen card and do whatever the canteen card action is. And then the water stays on the canteen card until the end of the round. The round ends when everyone's at the end of the trail. When you move forward on the to a trail section, if there's someone else there, you can flip your campfire to go there. When you get to the end of the trail, you flip your campfire back up to make it available again. And then at the start of the round, there's also the season card that adds some special effect in addition to the resources. At some point, everyone will be at the end of this track. If there's ever just one player that's still out here, their next moves have to be to get to jump right to the end of the track. So you can kind of take your time trying to build up resources. At which point you want to be ready to claim something that's out here you have set aside, that are reserved, so that you can, when you get here, you can actually play it, or have the resources to get gear cards to help you out. We played with also there's like animal resources, which are just wild. I don't know what I'm making here. There. Stick moose. Alright. But anyway, we played with the expansion, which adds something called year cards and campsites. So campsite tokens will go out to like the next to last section and then a number of other sections before it. And when you go to a section that has a campsite, you have the option to use the campsite, and there'll be a set of like 4 campsite powers to choose from that let you do various things like spend resources to get stuff or get resources in a certain way. And that one also adds the year cards, which are secret goals. So like if you have a certain number of parks of a certain type, you'll get a bonus. Yeah, there'll be other bonuses to get through it as well. But that one was the expansion called Nightfall. Let's see. Oh yes. Also, I don't know if this is just the expansion, if it's doing this with the normal game. Every new season, along with changing the seasonal effect, will add an extra section and shuffle all the sections. So the trail is going to have more options, at least. The game we played, the points wound up being fairly close together. I want to say the range was like 24 to 31 between the 5 of us. And it's an alright game. It's, again, the same person who's been bringing all the games that we play in the board game league. So I want to bring one of my own games next week. And I'm also going to encourage people who are coming to the league, please bring at least one game with you. Just so we have options. We can also like split into multiple groups. But overall, I think it's a solid game. I just wish it hadn't taken, us more than 2 hours because I missed out on some stuff today. But it was still fun if I could just put my worries aside and stay focused on the game. Oh, that's what else I forgot. Photos. There's one section where you can spend resources and get photos. Each one's worth a point. Um, when you do it when you don't have a camera, it costs you resources. But then you get the camera, and then every time you go to take the next photo using that action, it only costs you one. But someone else can go there before we get to take advantage of that and spend two resources, and take the camera anyway. And then at the end of the round, um, whoever has the camera gets to spend a resource and get a photo if they would choose to do so. That's pretty much the game. It's a lot of building up resources and thinking about your gear, thinking about your canteen. I believe everyone starts with a canteen as well. Random canteen card. Making the most of the season, knowing when to make use of your campfire, knowing when to reserve parks, and just planning and making the most of everything. It's a decent game. I'm not gonna hate on it. I felt kind of bad for being in a rushed mood because of everything today, but I did enjoy the game. I think it's pretty cool just to see all the parks and stuff. Anyway, that was the Board Game League report. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Pillar Nexus, and I'll see you next time.